Welcome to our cinematic journey through literature that foresaw the future. Throughout history, authors have woven intricate tales of worlds yet to come, some fantastical, some eerily prescient. These are the top 10 books that eerily predicted real-life events, peering through the veil of time to offer glimpses of what might be. Join me as we delve into the minds of these literary oracles and uncover the uncanny connections between their words and the realities that unfolded long after their pens were lifted. In the dystopian masterpiece, 1984, George Orwell paints a chilling portrait of a society under constant surveillance. Big Brother's watchful eye, the omnipresent telescreens, and the manipulation of language into newspeak all seemed like the stuff of nightmares in 1949. But in the decades since, the rise of surveillance technologies, data collection, and government overreach have made Orwell's vision appear less like fiction and more like a chilling prophecy unfolding before our very eyes. Aldous Huxley's Brave New World plunges us into a seemingly utopian future where happiness is chemically induced and individuality is sacrificed for the sake of societal stability. Published in 1932, the novel foresaw the dangers of genetic engineering, the power of mass media to mold public opinion, and the potential for technology to be used not for liberation, but for control. A world where people are conditioned from birth to fit their predetermined roles. In 1898, Morgan Robertson penned a novella titled The Wreck of the Titan, a fictional account of an unsinkable ship named the Titan, colliding with an iceberg and sinking in the North Atlantic. 14 years later, the RMS Titanic, a ship eerily similar in size and design to Robertson's imagined vessel, met the same tragic fate. The similarities between the book and the real-life disaster are uncanny, from the ship's name and size to the details of the sinking. Jules Verne, often hailed as the father of science fiction, took readers on an extraordinary journey in his 1865 novel From the Earth to the Moon. Verne envisioned a future where humans would harness the power of technology to reach for the stars. His detailed descriptions of rockets, lunar modules and space travel were nothing short of visionary, predating the first successful moon landing by over a century. H.G. Wells, another titan of science fiction, explored the devastating potential of atomic energy in his 1914 novel The World Set Free. Wells' book predicted the development of atomic bombs, weapons of unimaginable destructive power that could reshape the geopolitical landscape. Tragically, his fictional warnings became a stark reality just a few decades later with the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Jonathan Swift's satirical masterpiece, Gulliver's Travels, takes us on a fantastical journey through fictional lands, but one particular detail proved surprisingly prescient. In his account of the floating island of Laputa, Swift describes the discovery of two small stars, or moons, orbiting Mars. Astonishingly, these moons, Phobos and Deimos, were not actually discovered until 150 years later in 1877. Chapter 7. Edward Bellamy, in his 1888 utopian novel Looking Backward, imagined a future where money was obsolete, replaced by a system of credit cards. In Bellamy's vision, people carried cards that tracked their purchases and allowed for seamless, cashless transactions. This prediction, once a novelty of futuristic fiction, has become our everyday reality with the rise of credit cards, debit cards, and digital payment systems. Chapter 8. Edgar Allan Poe's only complete novel, the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket, tells the harrowing tale of a shipwreck and the desperate measures the survivors were forced to take. Chillingly, the novel includes a scene of cannibalism, which years later was mirrored in a real-life shipwreck, the Essex, whose crew resorted to cannibalism to survive. The eerie parallels between fiction and reality make Poe's novel all the more unsettling. Chapter 9. John Brunner's science fiction novel Stand on Zanzibar, published in 1968, offered a startlingly accurate glimpse into the challenges of the 21st century. Brunner predicted overpopulation, with the world's population reaching a staggering 7 billion, a number we surpassed in 2011. He also foresaw the rise of global terrorism, the increasing influence of the European Union, and the proliferation of mass media and information overload. Chapter 10. 14 years before the Titanic embarked on its maiden voyage, a novella titled Futility by Morgan Robertson told the story of a colossal, supposedly unsinkable ship named the Titan. In a chilling parallel to the real-life tragedy, Robertson's Titan strikes an iceberg in the North Atlantic, mirroring the exact fate that awaited the Titanic. The novel's eerie premonition of the disaster cemented its place in literary history. From dystopian warnings to technological marvels, these books not only entertained, but also gave us a glimpse into the future. The authors, through their words, became unwitting prophets, their imaginations foreshadowing the realities we inhabit today. These literary time capsules remind us of the power of storytelling, to not only reflect our world, but also to shape our understanding of what might lie ahead. Thank you for joining us on this literary journey. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more fascinating content.